Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Hello, beautiful family. I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, and it brings me such a joy to be here today on this Lunch and Soar. Not only we're super excited about what's getting ready to take place, we're going to be meeting up with some of the most phenomenal men as well as women for this particular segment. It's all about your health as well as your wealth, but most importantly, your happiness as well. So let's go ahead on and put some blue hearts in the chat. Today, we're going to be bringing you not only powerful information for you to be able to take away, but we're looking forward to how you see yourself. We want to see you as well as you see yourself. Envy, whether it's in your health or also in your wealth. So without further ado, before we bring up our special guest, we're going to play this powerful video, and then we'll be right back to welcome our amazing guests to the stage. Thank you.
Every 60 seconds, a digital millionaire is created. Using the power of the internet, you're now able to access an entirely new world of digital entrepreneurship and education at the click of a button, swipe of a screen, or FaceTime call. Digital education platforms have become the #1 go-to source for learning new skills and entrepreneurship development. The e-learning space currently generates close to $100 billion per year in revenue, and by 2025 is estimated to generate over $325 billion. Are you interested in how you could get a piece of the pie while leveling up your knowledge and entrepreneurship skills? What if you had the power to access the world's best educators in technology, real estate, Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button? What if all you had to do was turn on your computer, phone, or tablet anywhere in the world to connect with subject matter experts in a comfortable, self-paced environment, teaching you step by step how to claim your stake in that industry? What if you could skip traditional education, avoiding crippling loans and interest rates, while taking the shortcut to learning the skills you really need to establish the life you want? Would you be interested? Our digital learning platform delivers to you the best in digital education available online. Using our proprietary learning management system, we place the power of digital entrepreneurship and online learning in your hands. When you get started, you'll gain access to dozens of hours of video trainings, workbooks, and dedicated lessons built just for you. You can ask questions, test your knowledge, and learn how to apply your newfound skills in the real world. Our vision for the future is to have every top course around the globe available to you, on demand, whenever you want. But that's not it. At Envision You, we believe that health and wealth is a key factor in your pursuit of achievement. As a result of this belief, we've launched a new and innovative product line focusing on 3 pillars to optimal health and wellness: energy, weight loss, and sleep. 62% of adults around the world say they don't sleep as well as they'd like. 1 in 4 people struggle with chronic insomnia or sleep deprivation. It's also reported that most adults get less than the required amount of sleep per night. Is that you? Our Dreaming Spray contains 3 powerful ingredients to assist you with sleep and obtaining a good night's rest using a special blend of melatonin, valerian root, and GABA. Using this powerful trio has been known to produce optimal relaxation and assist with a healthy and natural sleep cycle. Almost 40% of people report feeling extremely fatigued throughout the day, without enough energy to perform daily tasks and duties at home or work. Does chronic fatigue affect you? Our Empowered Spray works with your body to produce maximum energy to help you stride through the day without crashing, feeling jittery, and assisting you with making sure you can tackle anything. Using the power of vitamin B12, Empowered works synergistically with your body to produce energy without potentially harmful side effects. It is reported that more than 1.9 billion adults around the world are overweight. That's almost 20% of the world's population. Around 10% of the world's population is reported as obese. Obesity can create a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and even diabetes. Do you struggle with your weight? Our Crave Spray is keto-friendly and designed to assist you with weight loss, weight management, food cravings, and appetite control. We know that maintaining a healthy weight is a key part of health and wellness. With just a few sprays a day, you'll be well on your way to achieving your wellness goals and dreams. Combining the power of these 3 products, we've created the perfect body balance to start your day energized, to help curb your food cravings and urges, and promote a good night's rest. Our vision is simple. We are the Health and Wealth Company, and when we envision health and wealth, we envision you.
Oh my goodness, what some profound information just was able to hear. And I'm sure a lot of you guys was able to connect with that video. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to bring up some more of our amazing visionary experts. Not only do we have the one right there from Las Vegas, everyone just loves her name, Miss Janet Alvarado. Miss Janet Alvarado, she's truly a family entrepreneur. I call her family entrepreneur, that's right, but she's truly all into her family organization, as well as she's a powerhouse. She is a woman that cares about business decisions. She's a go-getter, and it's a proud joy to bring her here to the stage. Miss Janet Alvarado. Everybody clap for Miss Janet.
Hello, Renee. Hello. Thank you for having me here.
You
Oh
look
my goodness.
incredible, always. You look incredible, okay?
Thank you. I love fashion.
And fashion loves you.
Thank you.
And then we're going to bring up the other West Coast queen right there in not Las Vegas, but in California. California. Oh my goodness. She's like the quiet one of the group, but she's one powerhouse. Miss Valerie Brown. How are you doing today, Miss Valerie?
Hi, I'm
Hi.
fine. So good to see you all.
Oh my goodness. I know, right? Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. I'm about to say Friday, Monday. Oh my goodness. And guys, we have our special guest that's going to be with us as well, Mr. Frank. Oh my goodness. Now, Frank, he's like that man that knows, got the spirit, the energy when it relates to health and wellness, right, guys? And we're going to bring him up, but we're going to bring him up a little bit right after, we pour into what we just saw. What was it that we just experienced with that power video? When you think about it, we've all been able to capture some moments there. I don't know about you, Valerie, but what were some of the most important things that you were able to pull out of that information that we just heard for Envision You?
Oh my goodness. In that video, in that little 5-minute video, there was just so much. I like the way they really delved into what you're going to get on the digital learning side, because, the health and wellness part of it kind of speaks for itself, especially with the presentation. It speaks for itself. But on the digital learning side, I like the way that they're addressing the needs of what people are searching for, and the fact that it's going to be a growing billion-dollar industry. The fact that not only has it grown, it's expected to continue almost triple. And so I like that video. It kind of cut to the chase. I think when it comes to the sales part of it, or to the individual discussions, that's when we're getting into the details. But the video is perfect. Very, very perfect.
Absolutely. Some of the things that was able to address just some of the alarming numbers where it relates to obesity, where it relates to health and wellness, and even also individuals not being able to get their sleep, their proper amount of sleep. And we know that's something that's really true as well as important for either how we show up every day, as well as our workout regimens. We got to get our sleep. Janet, are you getting enough sleep over there?
I lo- I
Are you
love
guys
getting my sleep. I don't know if they can hear us on Clubhouse.
okay? Can you guys hear it? Can you all hear me? Oh, okay. I'm so sorry about that. So share with us, Janet, about your sleep.
Technology loves us, and we love technology, right?
Absolutely. Do you
My
guys hear an echo though?
Do I have an echo?
Okay, go ahead. Right ahead, Janet. What were you saying?
Health is our wealth, and it's definitely important to get our sleep. And I'm blessed that I don't have problems sleeping. And I think a lot of times it's what we tell ourselves. If we keep telling ourselves, I can't sleep, then you can't sleep. So why don't we start switching that thinking and say, this is the best sleep I'm gonna have tonight. And just realize that when we get our sleep, that's when our minds are growing and our bodies are regenerating itself. So it's so important. Definitely sleep. And if that doesn't work, affirmations, gratitude, just being grateful that that you have a bed to sleep in. Start thinking ways and finding solutions. Always look for the solutions. If one thing doesn't work, keep looking. So the video that we just saw, Renee, with Envision You is phenomenal. It's the future of our health and wealth. This platform, is bringing a head start for us in 2023, and it's going to be amazing. So thank you so much for sharing, Renee, and I hope everybody else would love to know Envision You more. So
Yeah.
I invite everybody, come on board.
Well, I'll say this also for those who are in the Clubhouse, guys, make sure you hit that link up at the top so you can connect with us right here on YouTube as well as Facebook. And even for those that's in the Clubhouse, make sure you share this information out. We're getting ready to go into a deeper dive conversation. We're going to continue on talking about how we not only want to see you healthy, we truly envision you wealthy, but we also envision you happy as well. Most people are not happy with themselves. And so we're going to talk about some of the areas that we can really help in that space. But you're absolutely correct. Not only we're grateful to have Envision You a part of our life regimen, because that's really what it is. It's not about a diet. It's truly about a regimen. And I'm noticing how just being a part of this industry, I've been able to really pay attention to how I show up, even more than what I did before. What it is that I'm taking in. And I'm loving the fact that even with some of their the brand products, it helps us to curb our appetite. It helps us to control the sugar cravings. How many of you guys have sugar cravings? I know I'm really bad in that area. Look at me, you too, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, and guys, I like the fact that it helps, and I like the fact that it's portable where I can put it in my purse. It is such the right size for any and everything. This morning when I started off, I worked out. Yes, I worked out this morning at about 4 a.m. this morning. 4 a.m. I did it. And I pumped my Empowered first to get my energy because B12, they have actually B12 in this little baby right here. And I'm going to show you because like I always need extra energy, right? I just opened it up and just pumped 8 pumps. And from that point onward, I haven't had a cup of coffee, guys, in now 3 days. I literally I'm just so grateful for this being more of a natural way of me weaning off of that coffee. So thank you, Envision You, because truly we're going to make sure you envision yourself healthy as well. Our amazing guest, what are you going to say, V? Because you're smiling over there. I see it.
The coffee, that
Oh,
that's amazing.
yeah. I haven't had coffee, and for those who know how much I love, love, love coffee, I have not had my cup of coffee, and it's just like I'm not missing it because I'm getting my natural energy now. How many of you guys long for more natural energy? Being able to wake up with the right energy is everything, guys. And I'm so grateful that, Envision You has been able to provide that information for us as well. And we're going to introduce our very own Mr. Frank. Frank is like one of the gurus right here on the app. I know, Janet, you love Frank so much. And I mean, he speaks with such profound where it relates to, hey, Frank, how are you doing? You're such a great giant. I know you're on mute right now, but we want to hear not only you're like the dream driver, but you're also right along line with the whole health space. So it's a joy to have you here with us. Now, Frank, I understand you're probably like, what, 6 hours ahead of us? Is that right?
That's right. I hope you can hear me well.
We can hear you, but you got to speak up just a little bit louder.
Okay, I can also put, wait a minute. I will help you out. Because I didn't know we're going on StreamYard, otherwise I would have gone.
So when you got closer up to the session, we heard you much clearer.
Is this good?
Yeah. Huh?
Is this better?
I guess it is. Yes, it's better.
This better?
Yes. How are you doing?
I am fine. I'm fine. I'm recovering from COVID. I had it for 4.5 months. And I didn't know we're going on StreamYard, otherwise I was in the studio. So that's why I thought it was on Clubhouse. So the lights.
We're on Clubhouse, we're on StreamYard, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere, my
yeah,
friend.
but the lights are terrible here because it's night already here in Holland.
Yes.
It's really dark and the lights are not good here, and I have to do something about it. But downstairs are so many people, so we cannot go there because everybody is downstairs. So
okay. Well, share with us, Frank, why is health so important for you? Why is, we understand there's different processes and everyone have their own reason, but to you, why is health so important, Frank?
Well, I was 32 years tennis coach and basketball coach. And when you want to be a good basketball player or a tennis player, well, you have to be healthy because you have to train a lot. You have to do a lot. But if you're also a public speaker or an international speaker, you have to be healthy too. And your voice must be good every time because, so many people say in the end, oh, I love your voice. But if your voice is not good enough, you lose it's your wealth. It's really your wealth. And I never knew because I talked for 32 years in the outside air, and I could scream and I could motivate people and scream and scream and scream for 7-8 hours doing tennis classes. And now this is completely different. But sometimes when I speak for 25 minutes or 30 minutes, oh my God, you can feel your throat. And, so you have to do different things now when you're a public speaker or an author, as I am now. And it's so exciting because who thought I would ever be a speaker? I never thought I'm going to be a speaker. Never, ever. But, it's my, oh my God, it's my gift. It's my purpose. And it's my passion now because, oh my God, you can do so much with words. And, it's not the words because I've been there, done it, seen it. And, it's the experience that I give over now because, as I always say, so many people living in a prison with the door wide open. And, and that's so important, get those people out because we're all a gift. We're all gold, but you can only be gold when you get out and be the gift you were always meant to be. So, that's what we do. And health is everything because, I had so many speaking events coming my way. And then COVID hit me really, really hard. And I'm still getting there. But, next year, oh my God, I'm going to travel and I'm going to see the world again because, oh my God, I've seen so much from the world already. But
Right.
now in a different status.
Well, it's amazing how at one point we heard the whole COVID, was like at an all-time high, and then it went to almost like a quiet place. And all of a sudden, recently, I'm hearing more and more COVID stories it being reintroduced into the universe. So I'm so grateful to hear that you are overcoming COVID. Congratulations on that. You just have to keep pushing forward. Some of the things that we've noticed, Frank, and maybe you could concur with me. Is that your water? I was gonna
That's
say,
the water. The water is doing the trick.
yes,
Drink
the
enough
water.
water.
I was talking to also Brandon turmeric alongside with ginger, as well as give me some other things that we're supposed to be doing to keep building up our immune system. Vitamin C,
Tea with honey.
tea with honey. Okay, vitamin C, truly vitamin C. Blueberries. Give me
Lemon.
some other. What else?
Lemon.
Lemon, lime. Some of those things we just have to. And if you got to go old school on us, real old school, put a shot of whiskey in there as well. Okay. Okay. I'll tell everybody my secrets, right? Okay. Well, I'm just loving the energy here. Totally loving the energy. Frank, now you're an author as well. What gave you the inspiration to start, writing your book? Please share with
Oh,
us.
you're
Tell us
gonna
the
love.
secrets. Come on.
Yeah, the secret is amazing. The secret is really amazing. It was Nick Vujicic, the man with no arms and legs. He was born with no arms and legs. And he thought he hated the world. He really hated the world. And of course, if I was born with no arms and legs, oh my God, I would say to God, come on, why me? Why did you pick me? Well, he picked Nick for one reason. Nick was born with no arms and legs. And one day he was sitting at a school waiting for the taxi to bring him home. And there was somebody who was cleaning the school. And he looked at Nick and he said, with his finger, one day you're going to be an amazing guy, amazing. And he said to the guy, are you nuts? Look at you. You've got arms and legs. And what are you doing? Cleaning the shit here. Come on, get out of my sight. I don't want to speak to you. Go. And for 3 months, that guy, all the time, when he saw Nick, amazing, going to be amazing. And Nick said one day, okay, wise guy, you are so wise with your arms and legs. I've got nothing. I'm stripped here, waiting for my cap. I will be useless for this world. What must I do? He said, well, grab the yellow pages and start calling schools and saying, I'm Nick, I'm born with no arms and legs, but I'm still here. And then he said to the guy, you see, you're so stupid. You are so stupid. Who is waiting for this? He said, well, do it. And Nick thought, he lost it. He went home. And for months he didn't do nothing. But one day he was sitting at home doing nothing because he's got no arms and legs, no friends, in the backyards of Australia. Also, no friends. Nobody comes to visit you. And then he thought, I'll grab the yellow pages. And he started calling schools. And he called 50 schools. And after number 50, he thought, oh my God, what am I doing? And what happened? 5 minutes later, the school called back and said, can you come to our school next Wednesday? And Nick said, oh my God, yeah, I can do that, but it's going to cost you $50. And the school said, oh, that's fine. So he went downstairs to see his brother and said to his brother, can you bring me Wednesday to this and this school? And it was 2.5 hour drive, 2.5 hour drive back. So 5 hours in the car. And his brother said, "Are you nuts? I'm not going to bring you. Please, if I give you 50, he said, "No, you give me 80 and I will come. I will do it." And okay. So it's going to cost him $30. So he went to the school on a Wednesday. They put him on a chair, strapped in on the chair, and he waffled for 20 minutes. And after the 20 minutes, he was so depressed. And all the children walked away. He said to his brother, "Please bring me home. I'm so disappointed. I'm so depressed, talking about my useless life." And what happened? He went to bed that night without eating because he was so upset. The next morning, it's 8:15. The phone rings. There was a school and said, "Are you Nick Vujicic, the famous speaker?" And he thought, "What? Famous speaker? Me? Yes, that's me. Can you come to our school next week?" He said, "Yes, and it costs you 100. Well, to make the long story short, that day, he was called so many times. In the end, he said to a school, "It's going to cost you 2,000. You know what they said? "Oh, that's fine." In 24 hours, Nick Vujicic became a speaker. And now he's got 14 million followers. He's speaking all over the world. He's supporting 60,000 children every day with food, school, medical care, everything. He's speaking all over the world. And you can hire Nick for 75,000 an hour.
Wow.
We both said it together.
And you know, when I saw this guy
Oh,
coming into my TV on a Sunday morning, I was sitting and going into the TV and I thought, what? He's got no arms and legs. And I went to see him. I went to see Nick in Amsterdam. And I was sitting in front of Nick. And he said, he's got no fingers, so he cannot do that. But, you know, he said to me, "If you have the world to tell something to the world, it's your moral obligation. Get off the couch and start telling people to get out of the prison because their door is wide open." Nick came out of his prison. He thought he would never be somebody. Guess who is Nick now? You know, I'm here. Oh, my phone is over there. But I just was on the phone on WhatsApp with Nick Vujicic. You know, and one day I will be on his stage. I will be introducing Nick, or maybe better, Nick will introduce me. You know, and we all have dreams, but we have to go after our dreams. And we lock ourselves in a prison, and sometimes it's only, you cannot see the prison, but it's always there if you doubt yourself. If you, I always say, fail more, doubt less, and dream even bigger. And that's why I'm that state I am. I'm now an author. And people start to invite me in events. And they say sometimes, "Oh, we cannot pay the 5,000 for 20 minutes, but is 3,000 good enough?" What? What? For me? I take it any day, anytime. You know, it's so much fun that Nick is now telling me, "Frank, you've got a problem." And I say, "What do you mean I've got a problem? My mental health?" He said, "No, you've got arms and legs." We all have arms and legs, and we can do so much, but we don't do it. Nick has no arms and legs. He's got only a voice. Well, look what he's done with his voice and his attitude. So yeah, that's the story about the book. And then I wrote the book. It was terrible to write the book.
what an
And I did it.
amazing story. Frank, oh my goodness. I'm so glad that we asked that question because now we have an opportunity of knowing a little bit more about Nick. And yeah, we got to bring him onto the show as well. Okay.
Well,
You know,
we can
let
try.
me say this. We could always always bring his voice, or we can always read his book. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to have a physical person.
Oh,
You
but
can
I'm
have the
trying. I'm
spirit.
trying.
So with that book, we would love to have his book, and we can read about him. That's another way that we can bring him into other people's lives.
He's on the cover of my book. He's on the back of my book, and I'm a sponsor of his Life Without Limbs organization.
Yes.
And he's doing so much work with Richard Branson, with the guy from Tesla, and
Yes.
they're building runways. They're doing so much work. They want to do not 60,000 people every day, but in 10 years he wants to do 1 million people. To
Why not? Go for 1 billion.
Children.
Forget 1 million. Let's go for 1 billion. All right. We got work to do, Frank.
Yeah, we have work to
Not
do.
small anymore. We need 1 billion. You know, one of the greatest things, I just love your story, you know, giving us the ability to say, if he can do it, why can't we? You know, like you say, you got to think bigger. And where we are right now, because we're talking about the whole health as well as our wealth, you know, the combination of that health and that wealth is everything. And when we are able to understand that we're here to impact also the world, impact, that's what I said, forget the million. We need to go into that billion status. That's where also the prosperity falls into place. Finding what it is that you love, that you're so passionate about, that you would break down doors, even if no one paid you a penny, you'll still do it. But when you're able to find that one thing that can push you forward, I'm so happy that it is something that's geared towards health, because that's something that we all need, right, Frank? Every last one of us have to have good health, no matter what.
When you're doing what you love,
yes,
when you're doing what you love, your gift, your purpose, your why, you are happy.
Absolutely.
You're happy. And when you're happy, guess what happened?
The world is happy. The world is happy.
It is that simple. And people make it so complicated. But if we all do our part, then the world would be so much better. But we hide and we hide and we think we're not good enough. You know, doubt killed more dreams than failure ever did. Give failure a chance. Give it a chance. Make it your friend. Make failure your friend. Because you have to fail. Everything that's meaningful in life, you have to fail. You have no choice. And then you will find what's meaningful for you. And when it's meaningful for you, oh my God, people are waiting for you. They're waiting you to start doing what your gift is. And then they can go to their gift. And that's how easy it is. And it is really easy. I've been there, done that. I've been a mental patient. I was a winning coach. I was a winning athlete. I've been everywhere. And then I became a prisoner, put in prison for 11 years. For what? For being trapped in my dreams. I didn't do it, but my story was not good enough. So they didn't believe me. They put me in prison. And I'm so happy now. I'm going to say this once and for all. I hated that judge. I hated that jury. Guess what? 26 years later, I say, oh my God, I'm so happy that they put me in prison. There, I had to find out, who am I? And I found myself in isolation, 18 months in complete isolation. I found myself with the help of beautiful people.
Yes.
And now it's my moral obligation to do something back. I'm not doing it for money. I don't even care about money. But if I can sponsor one child somewhere else with a full tummy today, you know how you're going to sleep tonight? How are you going to sleep tonight? Your sleep is going to improve 100 times when you know you did it for somebody. You don't know, but he's got a full tummy because you did something good. That's all there is.
Powerful. Powerful, 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 Frank. Everybody, please, let's put some blue hearts in the chat for Frank. Please, let's go ahead and show him some love now. You know, just your journey, your story alone is just so touching. It really is. And you know what, Frank? You have broken free. You've broken free just of your mind. A lot of people are still in prison because they're not free from their mind. And you got that toughness, that mindset is so tough. And we know that is what is needed as we're getting ready to journey on into this 2023, which we don't even know what we're going to embark upon. But I want the ladies to pour into you because I know your time is so limited, and it's just been a pleasure having you here. Miss Janet, go ahead on and pour into the man himself, Mr. Frank.
Woo woo, Frank. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Oh my goodness. You know, when I first came on to Clubhouse, it was a little, I was just listening, and Frank challenged me to go up on stage. And I forgot, Frank, what room we were in at the time, but it was phenomenal people, and you were one of them. And I so appreciate you for challenging me to get out there and take that leap. And look at me now, Frank. I'm doing lives with my GW3.
You shine, you're shining, you're shining.
Thank you so much. And just, one little thing like that, you changed the trajectory of my life, and I so appreciate you, my friend. And we need to keep in touch more. And your story is phenomenal. Trapped in a Dream. That should be our next read here in our club, our book club. I love it. It's such an inspiration. And you mentioning Nick's story, whoa, that too is an inspiration. If Nick can do it, so can we. What is our excuse? There is none. We are born. It's our birthright to be abundant and to succeed. This is what we were born for. And to pass it on and teach others. So thank you so much, Frank.
You did it yourself, eh? You did it yourself.
Oh, thank you. You inspired me. For sure.
So wonderful to have you here. Yes, thank you, Janet. And Miss Valerie Brown, you want to pour into Frank as well?
Yes, you said something that was very interesting about how your health affects your ability to speak or convey your message the way you do. Can you talk a little bit more about that? You were talking about how your health.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you're doing what you love,
Right.
the energy comes into you, because if you know it's your moral obligation, then you're not only holding yourself back, but you're holding so many other people back. And the moment you feel that, oh my God, your body is going to tell you, hey, come on, get out of bed. You have work to do. And it makes me so happy. And even when I was sick, I did the events, even on the Zooms, and I did the events, and it made me better. It made me better. And knowing now that so many people are reacting, just like Nick, when Nick heard that so many schools appreciated what he was telling the world, Nick became, oh my God, he was unstoppable. With no arms and legs. Look at YouTube, the videos, what Nick can do with no arms and legs. Oh my God, he can even swim harder than I can swim.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's a little bit exaggerated, but if I see him in the water, you think, oh my God, look at him going.
Right.
It's so incredible. And it makes you, when you feel good, your blood will clear everything, because you're so fired up, as we are. When I see you four in the screen, oh my God, it makes me fired up, because we all need each other. We're all one. We're all one. When you do what you love, I'm happy, and I can do what I love. We're all different, but we're all the same.
That is so profound and so interesting, because it's like your story couldn't begin until Nick told his story, and how many others are just now beginning their story because of you. So I love the way it's all interconnected like that. That's fantastic.
And it really is. It's not. I've been there. I've seen more people in prison who are free more free than so many thousand millions of people outside prison, because they came to terms that they're going to spend the rest of their life in prison. But they felt free in prison, because, you know, when you come to terms with what you've done and who you are, and that you have to pay the price, because we all one day have to pay the price for the life we lived till that moment.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's sad.
Oh my
And
God.
I came out because, I don't know, I think the fire inside me was bigger than the fire outside. So that's why I came out.
Absolutely. You know, like you said, we all are going to have to go through that moment. You know, we're going to have to face reality with ourselves one way or the other. You know, you have been an inspiration to us all. And I see that you have also Miss Sharon. Is that her name? She said you were her bodyguard. Is that right? Oh my goodness.
That's
You're
a lovely
celebrity.
story. I've been in London. I've been in London, and I've seen her, and now I protect her because she
Oh
needs
my
some
God. Can you protect us as well? We need protection. Can we get protection from Frank? Yes. Group hug, group hug. Oh my goodness. Wait, somebody's in the clubhouse that want to pour into you. Go right ahead.
Yes, Miss Renee. Yes, Miss Sharon.
Miss Sharon?
Sorry. I just had to share when you said that. I met Frank for real, hugged him for real. He's 6'4" and I'm 5'2", so that's why I say he's my bodyguard. But I just want to share as well. I don't know if you saw in the chat when you were talking about your body going into disease. My body went into disease when I lost my husband in 2002. I gave up sugar when you were talking about health and wellness.
Yes.
I fed every emotion I've ever felt with sugar and chocolate, and I gave it up 2.5 years ago. In fact, no, it's more. It's probably nearer 3 years,
Yes.
and it is the best I've ever felt. I felt inner peace, inner joy, and inner happiness. Love myself now. Always looked for love externally. I've now found it internally. Blah, 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 blah. I could go on about this for hours, but this is Frank's stage, Frank's interview. So I just want to say I love you, Frank, and I love you all, and thank you for letting me share.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for being here and thank you for sharing. You know, when she mentioned sugar, that was one of the things that we all know we have to work on. Everyone hear my voice. We're going to have to let the sugar go. You know, sugar is our number one killer. And I know all of us have had these cravings, Frank. So we're going to work really diligently in that area and drink more water. I see every split second Frank is getting the chance to drink. He's drinking more water, more water. And I know everyone, I just love us so much. We all have our water, and you already know this has been helping me get my sugar crave down, guys, because with this little crave device, literally, it cut my cravings down for sugar immensely. So definitely we'll share more information about that as well. But Frank, I just want to thank you for coming on with our GW3 Lunch and Soar. You know, it's all about not only our health and our wealth, but also our happiness. Our happiness. And like as you said, we got to break free. A lot of people are right now living in a prison because they're living blockage of not even allowing themselves to just come out. And unfortunately, so many are living in the past as well. So we're just grateful for your leadership, grateful for your heart in showing up for others and just being unselfish in giving someone else an opportunity to shine. So Frank, please let everybody know how to get in contact with you. And then what we're going to do, we're going to return right back into the clubhouse so we can continue on with a deeper dive in this conversation. Frank, take it away.
I'm everywhere on social media, but for 32 years, I always said to the children, you know, that came with the telephones to the club, I said, no, don't do that, don't do this. And now, oh my God, you know, you spend so much on social media and everything, but you know, it's a different world, because when I was a tennis coach, the success of the tennis players and the basketball teams were your brands. So they come to your club and they want to be trained by you. But now they don't know nothing. So you have to do all the social media. So when you find my name, you can find my link tree. You can find all the emails. You can find even my telephone number, because I've got nothing to hide. So you can always yeah give me a call or whatever you want. And I always say, look for the next no. Please look for the next no, because when you find that no, you're closer to the best yes in your life. So look for the no's in your life. Fail more, doubt less, and dream after that even bigger. And I promise you, you can keep me responsible for this. I promise you that you will find it. But you have to fail. I learned you in my program, Dream Driver. I learned you to fail. You have to fail. And then you will see, oh my God, what can come out of you. And there is so much for everybody, because we're all unique. We're all beautiful gold. So please fail more. And oh my God, I wish you all an amazing afternoon in your thing, an evening, and a grand rising. And Bella always say grand rising.
Yeah.
So.
One of the other things I'll say, fail. When you fail quickly. Just go ahead on and fail. Get it out of the way. Okay.
But don't fail too hard. Don't fail too hard. Too hard is not good. But a
Just
little
make
bit,
sure we have Janet alongside with Miss Valerie to pick us up when we fail. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Look for the next now.
Definitely. What we will do, we're going to continue on this conversation right there in the clubhouse. We want to make sure everyone get an opportunity to pour it into you. And we're going to continue on talking about some more of those health and those wealth tips that we can truly learn from, because it's all about prosperity. Like you said, when you're able to find something that really fuels your passion and your purpose, that's where that prosperity is, right on the other side. And all of us are so passionate about our health as well as our health. So we're so grateful for you being here with us today. And we're looking forward to learning even more about you. We got to come visit you, right, guys? We have to come and visit Frank, right? Oh my goodness.
Some people from England come, and February the 2nd is my birthday. And
Ooh,
there is
Aquarius.
and there's a beautiful band playing in my where I live, and so many people want to see that band, and so we're gonna do my birthday at the concert, and
Awesome.
it's gonna be great.
Well, we look forward to having you again with us as well. Okay, Frank, thank you so very much.
I'm honored to be here.
Yes, we're so honored, and we're thankful for you ladies also joining us for the GW3 Lunch and Soar. Miss Janet Alvarado right there in Las Vegas, and then Miss Valerie Brown over there in Fresno, California, and I'm right here in the Atlanta area. Guys, we're looking forward to seeing you right back into the clubhouse, so please join us there. And we'll say right now, keep your shoulders back and your head up and look to the sky. Why? Because the world needs another game changer. And that is you, my friend. So let's go praise the universe. Let's go and enjoy life. Thank you guys so very much. Bye for now.